Coach Cam made this shit.
I'm Brenden Kron. This is Rex, a.k.a.
Natalie Portman Stan account.
And this is Jammin with Kron and Rex. How's your week been, buddy?
Not too bad, man. I've just been watching movies. Got cock blocked by my grandma the other night.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, I guess more so my dad. It was like 10:30 at night, and I get a call from my dad, and he was like, "Hey, I'm over here at your grandma's." She called me. She said she heard someone like try to open the front door. He was like, "So I gave her your number, and if she calls you, grab your gun, head straight over there, and call me on your way."
Yeah.
And like, it was a really bad time. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to make sure my grandma was okay, but like, like my girlfriend had just gotten out of the shower. She'd lay down in bed naked. We was about to watch scary movies. I was like, cool, it's going to be a good night, And then I get a phone call, and from my girlfriend's perspective, she just sees me answer a call from my dad and then set my gun on the nightstand. So whenever I hung up, she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I was like, "Don't worry, I'm not like carrying out a hit mission right now." This the most integrated fucking assassin mission. But I was like, no. I was like, I think my grandma heard something, so I'm supposed to just drive down there and shoot somebody if I see somebody at their house. I was like, I'm pretty sure my grandma does not speak good English either.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just a very old, sweet Korean lady. She does not speak English well.
Yeah.
So I was nervous. If she called me, I was just going to head that way, regardless of what she said, because I really don't understand her a lot of times. Like, she calls me Neuer. She can't pronounce Roy. Like, all the letters are in the word Neuer.
Yeah.
She added a couple. But it's so weird to me to have a kid, name that kid, and not be able to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, there's a language barrier, but I don't think she picked that name, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, for a good, like, I don't know, I remember just growing up, and she would ask me to help her with something. And I always assumed that she was offering me something to eat, because that's what she does. Because, like, she asked me to, like, help her, like, move the table. And I said, "No, I'm good, Grandma." And my dad smacked me on the back of the head. He was like, "Go fucking help your grandma." I was like, what? I was like, what? So I thought she asked me if I was hungry. I was like, "I'm good, Grandma." So I can't imagine how many times, like, my dad wasn't there to translate, that I was just a complete piece of shit to her.
You were just an asshole to her for...
Yeah.
Not on purpose at all, like...
She's just laying on the ground, just fucking her hips hurting, and she's like, "Noya, can you help?" And I'm like, "I'm good, Grandma, I already ate." And she's like, "What the fuck? You little piece of shit."
Well, the end of the story, is it everything good, I'm assuming?
Oh, no, I had to shoot 7 people. No, yeah. I'm actually on the run. Everything was fine, and we ended up watching what I think is the weirdest movie I've ever fucking watched.
What was it?
Raw. It's a movie about a French girl who is going to college, and it's like a veterinarian school, but they have a campus. I didn't know veterinarian schools had like their own campus, like where people lived and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's a vegetarian, and throughout Hayes Week, she gets... like, they force her to eat a rabbit kidney, like a raw rabbit kidney, and she becomes sick, and I think that makes her develop a taste for meat, and then she starts craving human flesh to eat, and it's really fucking weird, because, like, the hazing that goes on there, like, that would not be allowed. Like... Yeah. I get it. It's a movie about a cannibalistic girl. Like, I'm not supposed to be worried about how weird and overly cruel the fucking hazing is.
Yeah.
But, like, the first day there, they fucking break in everybody's room, throw their shit around, throwing shit out the fucking bedroom. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And her roommate is a gay guy. And... that's so weird, because, like, in no normal circumstance, even in a co-ed dorm, would they put a guy and a female in the room together. But I'm assuming they did that because he was gay. And at some point of admission, when they were trying to put people in rooms, they were like, oh man, we don't have any more room in the boys' dorm. Do you happen to be gay? I could maybe squeeze you in somewhere. And he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's still little things, but it is really gruesome.
Oh yeah.
It is like weird.
How
like,
old is it?
Not that old. Like it's definitely post 2010. I want to say like late 2010s. But like it just shows like, and it's not a bad movie. Mm-hmm. It's not like Saw, where it's just like gore porn. Mm-hmm. Like there's actually story around this, but like you see her eat like raw chicken. There's weird shit that doesn't need to happen, but it does. Like at one of the parties, you see a girl lick some dude's eyeball, and it shows it for like 8 seconds.
Yeah,
you're just watching, like it's zooming in on this, and it's just. It is so fucking gruesome.
I really like that you were like, it's so gruesome. You saw her eat a raw chicken.
Dude, that is nasty.
It is nasty, but I don't think of it as gruesome.
Yeah. But you should have saw her eat it.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
She was trying to hide it from her gay roommate, and like she only took a bite out of it. Like it's not like a bite is a very distinguished mark. Like it's very noticeable.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't take a bite out of anything and me just be like, oh, maybe she just like cut a piece off because she didn't want the whole piece. Like no, she took a fucking bite out of it, like an apple. She just bit it like a fucking apple and then just put it back in the fridge.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah,
it seems like a weird movie, but you said it's the weirdest movie ever, so fitting.
That, and I watched a movie called Ready or Not. Yeah, it almost reminds me of like Cabin in the Woods kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's funny in the right areas. Mm-hmm. Like it's a horror movie first, but it doesn't like overdo it, or it's just not. It's not too goofy. Mm. It doesn't have like the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 effect, where it's just overly goofy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was pretty much how my week has been going. How about you?
All right, real quick before my week. For anyone that wants to watch either of the movies you just recommended,
yeah, I recommend them.
Okay,
I would never watch Raw again though. Like that was a very one-time thing. Yeah, and I do not see myself like it made my stomach feel bad, and I have a decent tolerance for that stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say name of each of the movies and where you can watch them at.
Oh god damn it! Both I think on Amazon Prime. I think I had to rent them.
Okay.
If I remember right.
So they're not on any like streaming that you know of?
No, Ready or Not might fuck. I think Ready or Not was free on Prime. Raw, I think I had to rent it for like $3. Mm-hmm. No, Raw was on Netflix. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Raw and Ready or Not. Both pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Seemed pretty interesting.
Yeah.
For my week, mostly other than just like the normal stuff that I have to do, I've watched How I Met Your Mother, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. It's pretty good. I think I kind of watched it I wish I would have watched it before New Girl. Yeah. Because it reminds me a lot of it. Like, the dynamics of the show remind me a lot of it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't... I don't like it as much as New Girl. And I find myself kind of comparing the two sometimes.
Yeah. Just a younger group of friends in the city.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Yeah. And I don't want to... I'll say more about the show once I finish it. Because I don't want it spoiled for me. Because somehow it hasn't been.
Yeah.
I have like what I think happens and like my problems with it, but I don't know if those will be like fixed before the end. But I am pretty close to finishing it. I'm halfway through season 6 of 9 seasons, so pretty close to finishing it. I think after this, I'm going to watch a little bit more of One Piece. Maybe like 20 episodes and then 20 to 50 episodes and then move on. I'm thinking about watching 30 Rock or...
I know it's probably isn't doing much.
No.
But I just don't want everybody to... You to be talking and just hear...
Yeah. What is it? ASMR? Yeah. Of eating. But I'm either going to watch, 30 Rock or Married with Children. Watching the end of Modern Family made me kind of want to watch it. The way that he talked about how he never wanted to do another show because of that.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I want to, because I've watched some of it and I liked that show a lot, but I never like kept up with it. I just watched it when it was on.
Something I really like, Ed Bundy's like catchframe.
Al Bundy?
Married with Al Bundy.
Yeah.
His catchphrase in it.
No.
Like one of these days.
Is that from Married with Children?
I really think it is. No, that's I Love Lucy, isn't it?
I think so.
Oh, fuck it.
I don't think that's...
Yeah. Well, I'll say, because either way, I figured it was Married with Children because he references it on Modern Family. Because he says, one of these days to Gloria, and then Gloria just goes the fuck off on him.
Well, I like that he references, it says the Honeymooners.
Oh. So, yeah. I thought that was just like a clever little Easter egg.
Yeah.
Like,
anytime that he references, like, that he played sports, and, like, he was like, oh, I used to play football, I'm always like, I know that's the Married with Children reference. Yeah. But I haven't watched it enough to really be like, that's it. Like, that is exactly what it's referencing.
Yeah.
So, the only other thing that I've been doing is I've been playing Breath of the Wild, the Zelda game. Yeah. It is easily top 5 best games I've ever played. I am
hell yeah, man.
Fucking loving it.
You bang Zelda?
No.
No?
I haven't beat the game, but...
Link?
Huh?
You bang Link?
You are Link, so...
No. Not in the game.
Oh, I thought you were asking, would I bang Zelda? I don't... Hold on.
I'm feeling a little horny, so you're going to hear a lot of horny questions. While you're doing that, fuck, marry, kill, befriend. Robin Scherbatsky, Lily, Jess, Cece.
So is it fuck, marry, kill?
No, befriend.
Oh, befriend. Okay.
What do you think I said? Head?
I don't know. I guess
No, you gotta befriend one of them.
No, I wouldn't bang Princess Zelda. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're not that old. She's 16, so...
Oh, fuck.
So no.
She'd been 16 for a little bit, though, right?
I think she's 16, and then I know Link's been asleep for 100 years.
Don't they really sexify her?
No, not really.
Oh.
Not in this game, at least. Yeah, she doesn't...
Yeah, look up sexy Zelda.
Well... I looked up Zelda and Breath of the Wild, so I was just going to do that anyway. But, okay. So, the 4 people again. One more time.
Robin, Jess, Cece, Lily.
I guess I'd want to be... I'd kill Robin.
Damn. She's killing Robin.
She's easily my least favorite of the 4.
Is that a testament on how much you like the other characters? Or
I do really like the others. I guess I'd... who would I... I'm trying to think of who would be like the best friend.
Yeah.
I guess... Alright, I guess... I'm going to marry Lily just because of like the dynamic in that show. She seems like the best wife. And then bang Jess and befriend Cece.
I really figured that would have been the other way around.
I think Cece's the least hot of the 3.
I wasn't expecting that from you.
I know.
You're a boob guy. And she's got the biggest boobs, I think.
I think so, but...
Pretty sure. I don't know. I'm more of an ass guy, so my boob radar really isn't as high. Don't get me wrong, I still recognize it, but mostly ass. Me, Roy Crable, I'm mostly ass.
Yeah. All right, what's your answer for that?
Pretty fucking similar years, honestly.
Yeah.
I might kill Jess. Jess is so quirky. And that it annoys me. That's like, she's one of those people, and now everybody's came across one person that you're just like, how are you like this all the fucking time? Mm-hmm. Like, usually for me, it's like the overly nice people where you're just like, dude, have a bad fucking day. Why are you so goddamn pleasant all the fucking time? Like, it's kind of scary, honestly. So I'm killing Jess. Befriending Robin.
Okay.
Robin seems pretty fucking dope. I'm boinking Cece. And I'm marrying Lily.
As the show goes on, to the part that I am so far, she has only gotten better as a wife once she became a wife.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's great.
Yeah, Lily's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind befriending her either. So basically, I want Marshall's life. Friends with Robin, married to Lily. I don't know that he's banging Cece.
Well,
can't disprove it. They did go to New York before.
Yeah. At least as far as I am. I'm pretty sure he hasn't, since Lily's the only girl he's ever slept with.
Yeah. He could lie about that. Not saying that I think Marshall would.
No, I don't think Marshall is.
Yeah, but a lot of people lie about that shit.
Yeah. So, with that, what is your song of the week?
Fuck. Well, I mean, I guess... again, another week of me not really listening to music that much.
Yeah.
Except for my gym songs, which are songs I've heard 4,000 fucking times before, but listen to them because they're good gym songs. But a new group that I heard of, and they're not new at all, Highwaymen with the song Highwayman. Yeah, pretty fitting. It's, like self-titled, but kind of not. It's 4 people. Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Chris Cofferson, somewhere like that, and then the 4th person I don't really know by name. Well, like just remembering. But pretty fucking song.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really different than like what I've been listening to, which again has been gym songs.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a gym song at all.
No, it's really not. What was yours?
Wasted Times by The Weeknd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Weird. I've never had that I can remember. I've never had this weird thing that's going on right now with The Weeknd's music for me. I really, really like his new album. Every single time I sit down to listen to a single song off of it, I immediately don't want to listen to that album and want to listen to his other albums.
Yeah.
That's definitely been a thing that if I'm like, oh, I don't like this, like for Kanye, like Jesus King, when it dropped, I was like, oh, I want to give it another chance. I'd listen to it and be like, I'm just going to listen to like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. So it makes sense that
kind of remind yourself that you're like, I do still love this artist.
Deeply. Yeah. And but it's never happened where it's like, I really like this album. I think it's great. But anytime I listen to it, I'm like, I'd just rather listen to what he's done before. So it's a weird thing. So yeah, My Dear Melancholy has been one of the albums that I listen to from him, and Waste of Time is fucking wonderful.
It's a good album.
It is.
I was excited for that one. As he just got his heart broken.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That came out after Starboy, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, because I think it was Starboy, then My Dear Melancholy, then After Hours, then Dawn FM.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, for me, Dawn FM is above Starboy and below the other two.
So did he go from Beauty Behind the Madness to Starboy?
Yes. Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was like one of his big revealings, like cutting his hair. That was like one of his first things he did after he cut his hair. Was the false alarm video or something. Mm-hmm. I love that, man.
I do too.
That little biography thing we watched about him made me like him less. But then as soon as I forgot about that, I fucking loved him. Yeah.
And we're spot on so far of the albums in order. And then before Beauty Behind the Madness, it was
the trilogy, right?
It was Kissland.
Oh.
Then Trilogy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I guess before was Trilogy. Yeah, whatever. Trilogy was first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, pretty fucking good discography. You said in the over-under part of it was that you thought Starboy was one of his weakest.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I agreed, but I do.
Yeah.
Like, looking at his albums all side by side, yeah, Starboy's probably my least favorite.
Kissland and Trilogy are fucking hard as shit.
They're so good. Yeah. No, Starboy's his weakest album.
Yeah.
And that's great, because that's a good fucking album. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. The other song that I almost put as my song of the week was... there's two other songs that I've been really listening to a bunch, and that's something off of Astro World that I just started listening to again because of Don Toliver.
Yeah.
His part on it is fucking wonderful. And then a song by Juice WRLD on his newest album.
I need to listen to Juice WRLD. I need to give him a shot. I put him in a bad association because all of like his fan base.
Yeah. There's a weird... Because this is obviously a posthumous album.
Yeah.
And knowing that he died from an overdose, it's weird because it's a song that I really like. I like Juice WRLD's voice a lot, and the beat is from Metro, and it's wonderful. That it's a weird song to listen to because the chorus is, I need some water to wash down these perks, and it just feels kind of gross to listen to sometimes. Listen to that knowing what happened.
Yeah.
But I do like the song, and it does feel like a song that he would put out if he was alive. But it just doesn't feel right now that he's not. Yeah. So it's a weird, like, I like it, but I don't like that I like it.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big problem, like, again, I know we had, like, a whole episode, but, like, when you learn things about artists, because a decent amount of the time, it's good to just know their character. But when you start hearing things about them, you're like, oh, fuck. Like, I have not returned to Marilyn Manson's music. Yeah. After all that shit happened. I mean, it was some pretty gruesome shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the woman who, like, came out and said all of it is, like, she said he keeps you, like, in a bedroom. And basically just, like, demeans you the entire time. And then, like, above the bed, the word AIDS is written. I guess to just make it a really uncomfortable, weird room. But I cannot imagine listening to his music not thinking about that at all. Yeah. Because he's been a weird guy. Like, that hasn't been a secret. Like, nobody was like, oh, that's probably a completely normal human being when he's not on the stage. Like, he's probably a weird fucking guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like, I've heard him on interviews, and he sounds a lot more intelligible than I would have assumed. Yeah, that he would, and you know, actually makes like potent points and stuff. But it's a weird guy. You've got to know it's a weird fucking guy. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, granted, he doesn't have to be that weird. Yeah, but you know he's weird. Yeah, hearing something like this is believable, and that's part of the problem. Yeah, that's kind of an issue because, you know, maybe if it was, who am I trying to think of? If, like, they try to accuse Will Smith of something like that, they'd be like, no. Yeah, dude, like, you fucking kidding me? You need a lot of evidence for it to even be, like starting to make sense to someone. But, like, if you just softball that fucking accusation out there, people are going to be like, we really don't even need a trial. Mm-hmm. I can see that. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. It's like, I have listened to half of his songs before. Like, that totally makes fucking sense. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, I've been doing good with one of my goals this year. Which is? Which one? Reading. Oh, yeah. I'm almost done. I have 40 minutes left of 1984. Is that your first book? Yes. Awesome. This year. Not ever. I didn't just learn how to read this year. Yeah. But it's cool because, like, that movie's been referenced. I mean, that book's been referenced a lot. Like, like even the show Big Brother. It was like a weird reference to that because, like, it's a reality show and it has nothing to do with like tyrannical dictators or dystopian futures. But I don't know, like, even in the game I played, Binding, one of the Isaacs is Little Horn, and in the description it says Big Brother is watching you. Yeah. And I don't know, so it's just cool reading this book now. Is that where Big Brother comes from? Is that book? Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, because Big Brother is just basically, the guy is painted out to look like Joseph Stalin, and there's just, like, watching eyes everywhere. Like, everywhere you go, you're being watched. Which It makes sense for the reality show be called Big Brothers because, you're just living your life, but they have cameras everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know the reference as well, but I didn't know the origin of it. So
yeah,
cool.
I thought that was pretty cool, and now I feel like I'm just seeing it more everywhere. Same as like going back and watching old movies.
Yeah.
Like I finally watched Taxi Driver, and I finally watched Stand By Me. They use the term goocher in Stand By Me.
I have no idea what that would mean.
So they're all trying to decide who's going to do this, do something. I can't remember what it was. They all flip a coin. All of them lands on heads. And there's 4 people. Mm-hmm. And instead of calling it a jinx, he says, no, I don't like that. That's a goocher. I'm like, a goocher? Like, that really threw me off.
Yeah, that's an odd term.
Yeah, because there's if you watch an old movie, you hear a lot of terms that you just hear like, I don't know, like a ironically hip older person will say.
Yeah.
But like, you're just like, it's crazy that people used to talk like that and they thought like that was fine.
Yeah.
Like saying goocher.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that one ever caught on because I never heard one person say goocher in my entire life.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was because I've never heard it in my entire life.
I guess it's a really fucked up way to say jinx.
I guess.
Like, oh, that was a jinx. And, no, that was a goocher. You're like, dude, what the fuck? What?
Out of the context that you've given me, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because if someone, like you said, like if someone, like, when the pinch poke, you owe me a Coke thing, people say the same thing at the same time. If you, like, point at someone who's like, it's a goocher, you're like, what? You just called me? Drop that fucking hard R on my name, man. Yeah, so, and Taxi Driver was damn near a fucking perfect movie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a short movie, too.
Really?
Like, a little, it's right around like the hour 45 mark.
Yeah, which is nice.
Seeing a movie that's under 2 hours long is so fucking nice.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If I'm excited for the movie, I don't care how long it is. Like the new Batman being almost 3 hours, really don't fucking care. It doesn't faze me.
Yeah.
But goddamn movies that are under 2 hours, I fucking miss that, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Well, technically, we're a sports podcast, so we should talk about...
Yeah, after we're done reviewing movies.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll change. Maybe we'll be a movie critic podcast.
I don't know. We'll figure something out someday. But
yeah, but...
We got plenty of time, too, I guess.
Mm-hmm. A pretty big event happened with UFC 270.
Yeah.
We both are 1 for 1. We both called one of our picks, right?
Yeah, and I guess I'm happier to be wrong about the one I was about. Because, I mean, I wanted Francis to win.
Yeah.
But I just thought Cyril was going to be the answer. But we'll talk about the... Dude, there was a lot of good fights on that fucking card.
There was.
Too bad I don't know a lot of their names.
Without pulling it up, I don't know it.
Kind of a casual. But, yeah, the Figueiredo and Moreno fight was neat.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was a really good fight. I feel like that really could have gone either way. A lot of people were saying Moreno got robbed, which I don't... Usually, in situations like that, the champion gets the...
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. So I did think that was kind of weird that he unanimously lost.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
So, I think... I agree with what happened. I think Figueiredo won. But I think Figueiredo stole the win with 2 knockdowns. His only 2 knockdowns stole that win. Because I don't think that he won either round without it.
Yeah.
Maybe, what, did he have a knockdown in the 5th?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That 5th one looked like a toss-up, but him knocking him down was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to give it to the other guy when he just got fucking knocked down.
Yeah, versus, I think the 2nd or 3rd round, Moreno was winning. Very clearly winning. But the knockdown settled it to where I was like, you got to give it to Figueiredo because he almost won that round right at the end.
Yeah.
Like, won the fight at the end of that round. So
what the fuck happens now? Because we kind of joked about it during the fight.
I think we get a 4th fight only because it's not win-loss-win. If you have 2 wins, I think it's a best 2 out of 3. It's very clear.
Yeah.
It's over. The trilogy's over.
Yeah,
now you have to
win 2 in a row.
You have to earn your way back up to get that another fight, because that's what we're probably going to see with like Colby and Usman in the welterweights.
Yeah.
But this was a tie and then a split. So a fourth fight makes sense. So someone can have the tiebreaker, and then whoever gets the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but I mean, see what happens like after that. Because I mean,
so let's say Figueiredo wins.
Yeah,
Moreno then needs to fight the number 2, and maybe one more fight of like the number 3.
Or a fucking fifth fight, though?
If you earn
that's wild.
If you earn it, why?
I know, because, I mean, you can't just be like, oh, well, you've already fought for the title 3 times, so you're not legally allowed to anymore. But, I mean, dude, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'd be 5 fucking fights at that point. And you're just like, I don't know, like, what do you do? Like, dude, just move to a different weight or something? Like,
I think so. I think that would be really interesting to see. Well, whoever wins this, I think you need to give someone in that division a chance.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, whoever's going to be the number 2 after this deserves the title fight.
Yeah.
If they lose, which I'm assuming anyone other than them 2 are going to, if they lose, say I'm just going to roll with, like, Figueiredo wins. So he wins. He then has another title defense. He wins it. Then turns around. I think he should move up or down and fight.
Well, you can't move down, right?
Is that the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you should move
there's
up.
no way they have like a 110.
Yeah, good point.
With the men's division. I really think that's the lightest.
Yeah, I think he should move up, fight. Who's the next division? Is
that Jan?
Yeah.
Jan's division?
Yeah, so he should fight Peter Yan, which would be interesting. I think Peter Yan will probably win over either of them. Sterling, technically.
Yeah. I actually liked his comments recently. The one that I sent you about the steroids.
Yeah.
Because, I didn't think about it to that degree, but he said that people who use steroids in the UFC and get caught should be jailed. Mm-hmm. And I was like, bro, that's a little dramatic. But he was like, it's not like basketball or football where, you know, if you do steroids, you might score more points a game. He's like, we're trying to fucking hurt each other.
Yeah.
And if somebody's using drugs to make them better at hurting people, it could fucking kill somebody.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I agree 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, worst case scenario in baseball, you do steroids and a couple more people watch the fucking game. Mm-hmm. But in fighting, you could kill somebody. Granted, a couple people more people might watch, but you could fucking kill somebody.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I actually do really get that in that scenario.
Yeah. So I think that's probably the most interesting thing that can happen is move up, fight. I think Jan's going to win. So I'm just going to go ahead and say Jan.
Yeah.
Fight Jan. And then at that point, if he fights Jan, win or loss, Moreno probably earns another fight. And then maybe you're looking at that.
Doesn't Cejudo somewhat fight in that division?
Maybe.
Like, because I know he was double champ.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was that division and bantamweight.
Which is bantamweight's Jan.
Yeah. So I want to say it's those 2 divisions that... No. Yeah, because I think it is. Because I think whenever he was talking about fighting Volkanovski, he hasn't been champ in that division. So people was like, man, he could win a 3rd belt in a division, like in a different division.
I'd like to see Jan move up and fight Volkanovski. I think that'd be a nice fight.
I think Volkanovski dicks him.
You think so? Jan looks really good. If he looks as good as he does at his weight class up.
Yeah, but, I mean, and granted, they're different weight divisions, but Volkanovski looks fucking huge.
Oh, yeah.
Jan.
Yeah. Volkanovski moving up would be cool.
Where does that put him?
Oliveira. That's a cool fight to see.
Yeah, if everybody moved up.
I don't like everyone moving up. I would like to see Oliveira move down and fight Volkanovski.
Well, you don't want to see Izzy try again?
No, Oliveira fighting Usman, not a chance. Oliveira go down and fight Volkanovski is a fight that I think neither could win, and I like that.
I would like to see a lot of the divisions combine, like merge.
I don't know. I like having as many.
Light heavyweight with the heavyweights.
I don't know.
You combine middleweights with light heavyweights. Welterweights
would be with lightweight.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of this shit gets a little more interesting because some divisions are pretty stale, like light heavyweight and heavyweight. Outside of the top 5, they're pretty. I mean, honestly, outside of the top 3, they're pretty, for the most part, stale. The middleweight has a couple people coming up, but
I think the middleweight's pretty good.
I mean light heavyweight.
Yeah, light heavyweight doesn't look great. I hope I think I almost said Yuri. If Yuri wins,
yeah,
I wonder if Jan will step up and fight for belt against Yuri, which would be neat. I think Yuri still wins, and then I would like to see Izzy move up and fight Yuri. I think that's a good fight.
I don't know, dude.
If Izzy fights and defends against Whitaker, which I think he's going to, I don't see what else he's going to do in that division.
I mean, dude, the way Glover fights, say if Izzy was to fight Glover, I don't even think he's beating Glover.
I think it's a technical matchup that's pretty bad. I also think that...
I was saying, because that matchup looks really bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, he was able to just pretty much bully Jan around, and Jan's a big guy.
Yeah. He does look better. I think Izzy does look better against stuff like that now with, what's his name? Who he just... Vittori. I think he showed he has better defense against someone who only wants to take it to the ground. Unless you're against Costa.
Well, yeah, I would say Vittori actually can be somewhat fun to watch.
He can.
Because he, I don't know, sometimes doesn't go to the ground.
Yeah, I think he just watched how to beat Izzy and was just like, oh, that's what I'll do, rather than coming up with an actual fun game plan. But the other fight that happened...
Yeah, I was going to say, now the fucking main event.
Francis against Gon.
Dude, there's just something about two big guys fighting that just gets me so goddamn excited. It's just always different with heavyweights. Like, I mean, especially in, like, boxing and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, when the heavyweight division is good, it's fucking good.
It's easily the most fun.
Yeah, because, like, right now, there's really 4 people in the heavyweight division when it comes to boxing, and pretty much UFC, too, really. I mean, there's really not much people out there. So whenever you do get 2 of them together, it's fucking great. And even though last night didn't end in a knockout, which I was fully convinced if Francis was going to win, it was via knockout. I think that was the safest bet if you was betting on Francis. It was like a 2nd or 3rd round knockout. But, dude, that had to be one of the best championship performances.
With a true showing.
Yeah, I would say with everything considered. The injured knee.
Yes. At least not at 100%.
Yeah. The injured knee started the fight down 2 rounds. Cyril won the first 2 rounds.
Yeah. You're known for ending fights soon, that you don't have what it takes to the last 5 rounds.
Yeah. Or maybe just not proven to go that long, because he really hasn't had the chance to go that long, I don't think.
I can't imagine anyone took the bet of Francis from 5 rounds.
Yeah, via decision.
Yeah, everyone was taking Francis to win in the first 2.
If you had Francis, yeah. Because Cyril was the favorite.
Yeah, and say or gone by decision.
Yeah.
And for all of that circumstances, everyone seen what was happening.
Yeah.
For him to show out last 3 rounds, I think I now don't think anyone in the heavyweight division can win.
Yeah. Yeah, because this was his definitive... I mean, dude was fucking injured, too. And he just picked up a full 240-pound guy and dunked him.
A couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that John Jones still tweeted that he thinks that he's like, oh, if this is the apex of heavyweight, then I got it. Like, dude.
Let's see.
You have never faced anybody that can manhandle you like that.
Yeah, let's see. If he's so confident, I want to see him actually do it and not talk about it, not take the delays, not complain about the money, like get in there and fight.
Well, Francis is a free agent now.
Oh, is he?
Who knows if he's going to return?
He's going to return. Yeah. I don't think he's not.
If he has that fight against Tyson Fury, he's not fucking. He's going to probably take a fucking pause from the UFC.
Yeah, I think. Honestly, I think you could probably talk Stipe into not having a title fight. He deserves one, but I think you could probably talk him into fighting Gon, and then let them fight. Let John Jones delay the inevitable, and that gives 6 months plus of time for Francis to fight in the boxing match against Fury, and then return and then fight one of the 3 that matter in that division.
Yeah.
Maybe Derek Lewis makes a fight in that top.
Yeah.
Top.
Derek Lewis just seems like, I don't know. it seems like his skills really aren't the problem. He seems like he has like a mental blockage.
Yeah.
Because like he builds up a lot of momentum. He does good for a little bit, and then he faces someone with a big name, and he kind of like buckles up. Like he just seems to collapse on himself.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was a big Jon Jones fan for a little bit. So having said that, I'm not holding my breath for this fight. So I mean, there's been these amount of fights like against like DC that just deteriorated because he failed the drug test, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, fight's not going to happen." And you're just like, "Yeah." I
so
kind of figured.
Yeah, that's why I don't even like get my hopes up for that Jon Jones is even going to fight because I just don't think it's going to happen.
See, Francis only made $600K, which $600K is good money. I mean, like they show Tyson Fury's earnings from the trilogy fight, and it was $30 fucking million.
Yeah, and you got to think like $600K is like a 6 month. His win was in UFC 260.
Yeah.
So 10 months. Yeah, so for 10 months he got paid, which is still good for an average. Like, most people would be pretty fucking happy.
Yeah, I'd be really happy with that.
Yeah, but
I mean, to not even crack $1 million, you're the heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah, he deserved more.
I think Cyril got $500K, and then Moreno made more than Figueiredo, and I think they only made like $250 and $300K.
Yeah,
which is weird.
It is weird. I don't understand where all the money goes in the UFC.
I'm assuming that like the whole thing with boxing is that they just have so many like companies affiliated with it that they can just pump in money, and boxing's been around for forever.
Yeah.
The UFC is relatively new, so they just don't have that.
I think maybe the other thing is, and I don't know, but I'm thinking that Tyson may have gotten a percentage of the pay-per-view buys. And they don't have promoters. Like, they promote themselves. So that money goes straight into the fighters. I know that's part of it. Yeah. Of, like, the UFC pays promoters to promote the fight.
Yeah.
If they got rid of that, some of the money could go into them, but who's to say that the fight would make it as far? So I know that's there. That's still not an excuse for it.
Yeah. And I'm not going to publicly say on record that I'm going to start pirating the fights. But it's going to be hard to justify paying now $85 for a fight when you don't see the fighter's pay increase.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, I really do like that with, like, music, like going out and buying an album or an artist that you really support, because you're just like, I know it doesn't make that big of a difference because I could just fucking stream it anywhere and the dude would get like a fraction of the money. But like, it's cool to support things directly that you care about, but it's hard to justify it when it's $85 a month pretty much.
Yeah.
And you're not seeing your favorite fighters get paid more unless they're Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
I think that's where like 90% of the money that we pay for pay-per-views goes.
I don't get it. That man's so rich. He makes so much money.
Bro's charming.
Yeah.
Bro knows how to promote.
Yeah, everything he does, I'm always like, man, I can't wait to see that guy again.
Yeah.
Like, but even with like Francis, the little bit of stuff that he was complaining about, I agree with all of it. But I wasn't excited. Like, it didn't hype me up more for the fight. Versus Conor just says the same shit, and I'm like, oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah. Dude's quick on his toes. And like, he understands that he's playing a fucking character, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's good at his job.
Even though sometimes it doesn't seem like he's playing a character. But it's just, I don't know. It'd be hard as a fighter to just like, and you have a good stand-up game, it'd be hard to justify not trying to transition over into boxing. Because like, why wouldn't you? It's not like it's it's only like a couple tens or hundreds of thousands. Like, I'll just stick with MMA. It's millions you're missing out on.
Yeah.
On tens of millions of dollars if you're a big enough name.
Yeah, it's so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're on the prelims, you're just starting out, you might make like a couple $1,000s.
Yeah.
And that's to reward you for training for, like we said, maybe 6 months to a year for a fight, and you get paid a couple $1,000s.
Yeah, I think 6 months is the standard.
Yeah.
And that also doesn't come out of just saying, like, for 6 months, it's not like you're getting paid consistently through 6 months. Like, it's one lump sum check, and on top of that, an injury could happen. Yeah. I don't think that I think I've heard the complaint that their medical is not great with the UFC, so I'm assuming that that comes a lot out of pocket.
Yeah.
And then you're paying for training camp. So, like, it's a big upkeep. So even though $600,000 is a huge number and it looks crazy, it might really not be.
Best case scenario, too, you get knockout or fight of the night, which only another $50K, which really still isn't that much. Yeah. Like, it's cool if somebody was just like, hey, you did pretty good last night. I'll give you $50,000. I'm like, dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I think Jake Paul's bringing up some pretty good points.
I know. I hate agreeing with him.
I know. It's what's that saying? You either live long enough to how's it fucking go? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel. Throughout this podcast, it's been a roller coaster of emotions towards that guy, and right now I'm like, yeah, I like him. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. I don't like everything he has to say, but
no, you definitely got to pick and choose the things you like.
Yeah.
I mean, dude's been pretty good out there partying with Drake and shit.
Yeah, no. Props to him, I guess. Yeah. I mean, seems to make good points about the UFC. Started his own business of just making boxing suck and getting a lot of money for doing it.
Yep. I think they said he made $40 million last year off of boxing, which he still claims it's more.
Yeah.
But that's just what's shown.
Yeah. At least. So he's making at least $40 million.
Yeah, and he fought 2 times last year?
Yeah, Willie twice, maybe.
Yeah, because that Askren thing was a while ago.
Yeah.
But
even if it was 3.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
He made more than just about any UFC fighter.
Yeah. I wish I had a decent amount of money, like that amount of money.
Yeah.
Because I'd be doing stupid shit that I think is going to, like, prevail.
Mm-hmm.
Like starting a hot sauce company. And getting somebody to promote it.
I was going to say, how would you promote it?
I'll get Drake to promote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because whenever you first told me about that,
yes,
I thought you meant he was banging someone with hot sauce in the condom.
No.
Yeah, because you let me go on with that. I don't think you ended up correcting me. Because I felt stupid about that. Like, thinking about it later. Because I was like, how's that not getting his dick hole?
Yeah.
Because you said that, like, he put hot sauce in the condom, and I was like, man, that just doesn't sound beneficial.
Yeah.
That sounds rough.
Yeah, it's after.
Yeah. But what do you think about that? Because I read a little bit more into that story.
It seems fake. Like, it seemed 100% fake.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mark?
Yeah, no. I understand why he did it, I guess, but
yeah,
it just seemed like a fake news line.
Well, apparently the girl went on, like, this show to say it, and she said weird things. Like, she said he had a pretty thick dick, and it was like 7 inches. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, that's not really the part I was worried about.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need to know these things.
I felt 7's a weird number too when you're talking about dick size, because I feel like every person that lies about their dick size say 7. Like, I feel like if you ask most guys how big their dick is, they're going to say 7, because they don't want to say 6, because that's 6 is above average still, right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't recently looked it up or anything, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, also, I haven't been asking many guys their dick size, so I also don't know the most named answer either.
That's fair.
But
yeah, I guess
seems like you've done your research, so yeah, I trust you 100%.
Yeah, she said it was 7 inches thick, and it does seem weird that she's just, oh, there he is. Did you get that Twitter notification?
No, what?
I just got a Jake Paul notification. I actually kind of want to click on that. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
He's talking about the UFC thing.
All right,
the UFC fight. So, somebody tweeted out and said the total combined payout for every fighter UFC 270 was $1.8 million.
Wow, that seems really low.
Fury made $30 million in his third fight against Wilder. Wilder made $20 million. Fury and Wilder combined made 25% more 25 times more than all the UFC 270 fighters combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he said, tell me that that UFC fighter pay isn't an issue.
Yeah.
Jake Paul quoted and said, I can't stress enough how bad this is. Mm-hmm. My next step for helping with this situation will be announced tomorrow. Pay fighters more.
Yeah.
Somebody said no. Pay boxers less. There's no reason for athletes to be paid 10 times more than teachers, nurses, cops, and firefighters. Yeah, there is. I mean, I hate to sound like that because each of those jobs do deserve good pay because, they're very important to the foundation of every single society.
I hate that argument.
Yes.
Because where do you want that money to go?
Yeah, because that's like, in theory, yes, WNBA players should make more. They should not have to take coach flights to go over. They should not have to just fucking wait at airports because they can't afford hotels. Like, it sounds good.
Yes.
But what do you have in mind to do about it?
NBA players,
Brenden,
shouldn't like the statement of NBA players shouldn't make 5 times more than teachers and like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. Where's that money going? Like, are you just taking it out and giving it to them?
You remember that episode of South Park whenever the Canadians are asking for more money? Like they call Canada goes on strike.
Yeah.
They just call the world leaders and they demand more money and they're like, money from where? And he was like, I don't know, some of the internet money. And he was like, sir, I don't think you understand economics. He said, we can't just give you money.
Yeah, that's what that argument always feels like. Like, I understand, like, what they're saying and that it doesn't come from a weird, like, it comes from a good place.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, how much more? Like, where do you want the money to go? Like, at the end of the day, they're entertaining.
Yeah.
They're going to get paid. Do you just want that money to go all to the CEOs? That's the problem with the UFC. That's what everyone's complaining about the UFC.
Yeah. Yeah, because it all sounds good in theory. Like, I think that's crazy whenever, like, all the riots were going on and you heard, like, defund the police and stuff. And there was cops who make, like, $30,000 a year, like, posting pictures on Instagram, like, oh, look at this cool fucking riot truck we got. I would be pissed fucking off if I got paid $30,000 a year and my company comes out with a fucking truck that costs millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and I think that's what was misinterpreted about the defund the police.
Depending on who you ask, because some people were really, like, far left about it.
Yeah,
and just
that's just how it
I
works.
literally don't want them to make money.
I don't want police is a wild statement.
It is crazy.
But, like, yeah, if you ever looked at, like, what gear police have, imagine if they had a little less, just like one thing less, and how much that wouldn't affect anything.
Yeah,
and how
less
much
bullet.
Like, one less riot truck.
Yeah,
like
God, do they really need a riot truck?
Yeah, it's wild to me. Like,
yeah, and like the police at the station are happy about that.
Wow,
I would be so upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be like in the WNBA, they're petitioning for more money, and then they open up a new arena that costs $40 million, and they're just like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't want a new goddamn arena. I want to be able to feed my fucking kids.
Yeah, it's like, fuck that arena.
Yeah.
Pay me. Give me that money.
And the rest of that person's tweet says, athletes, and especially celebrities, are grossly overpaid in comparison to the amount of work they put in. UFC fighters are paid living wages like everyone else.
It's a weird argument.
They don't put in any more work. You're telling me LeBron fucking James doesn't put in any more work than a 4th grade teacher?
Yeah.
Same work ethic. Kobe fucking Bryant. Same work ethic as a firefighter.
So I think what happens there is people don't understand. Like, they've never had to do it. Yeah. I think these are people who didn't play sports. And, like, even if I didn't play sports, I think I'd fucking understand. But I think these are people who didn't play sports and don't understand that, like, it's not just they go to games and shoot a basketball. Like, it's hours upon hours of
every aspect of your life is
working out, nutrition, like what you eat now.
Sacrificing social scenarios. I mean, there's a lot of sacrifices that you make that you don't have to do to become a teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they should be paid more, but...
Yeah, I absolutely think they should be paid more.
But, I mean, then there's a lot of people that are, like, cops and teachers, and I'm like, I wouldn't want them to make $80,000 a year. Well, they're fucking bad at their job.
That is the argument of, like, if teachers were, like, $500,000 a year, it's way more competitive. Way more people want to be teachers, and then you have better competition, which makes better jobs.
That's why I thought the opposite about defunding the police. I think police in of themselves should be paid more, and their requirements should be hired. You shouldn't have to spend like 2 days following a cop, which I don't think is how it happens. I don't think that it should be that the requirement needs to be raised, the price needs to be raised, because like you said, more people want to do that.
Yeah,
if people get paid more.
That's another in theory, though.
Yeah,
but that's a more true in theory.
Yeah, like I have a buddy who completed 4 years of schooling at Kentucky, and he to be a teacher, and he doesn't teach. Mm-hmm. And he's a fucking pipe fitter because he makes more being a pipe fitter than as a teacher. Yeah, even though he would prefer to be a teacher, but he's like, I have a kid, like I need to make money, and I'm not going to do that teaching.
Yeah, teaching is a weird one because where does the money come from is the very serious question.
Take it from the cops.
Well, cops make sense of like...
Fucking scrap any riot truck and just give it to the fucking teachers.
Instead of having the best of the best gear, have medium, like okay gear, and then jack all that money up into their salaries. Yeah. That's a very easy way of seeing like, that's where the money comes from. Put it here. Teachers, I'm like... Where's that money go? Like, where does it come from? So
yeah, because like schools aren't selling out arenas like NBA players are. You know, you can't just give them money from that, or like people buying pay-per-views to watch a school event.
Yeah. So that one makes less sense, but I still want it to happen.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah,
like in a
lot of shit sounds great in theory.
Yeah, but what's your plan?
Yeah,
you know,
have an answer to it before you just go. That should happen. Like, have at least some sense of, like, this would be the best way of at least approaching it.
Somebody under that comment said, well, if you want teachers to make more, make them earn it, have them fight the fighters. And I was like, you know what? I'm down. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
If teachers had pay-per-view fights, students would have been paying for it, and then there you go, that's salary. Like, that's more money in their pockets.
Who would have been like the champ at our school? Like out of the teachers?
Fuck. I don't know.
Gossett?
Maybe.
The German teacher?
Yeah. He was a
big guy.
He was a big guy. So maybe, that's a good guess. I don't know.
This conversation now has turned into like something super niche.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because I don't know. I was just thinking about all the teachers.
It is the
fighting
end of
each other.
It's the end of the podcast, so this is the more niche.
Yeah, so if you're still here, then
this is the more niche part of it. Yeah, this is when people actually want to hear like niche conversations.
Yeah. Oh, but have you ever got hot sauce on your genitals?
Oh, I thought you were going to say the whole Drake situation. I was like, no, obviously I've never done that. But no, I haven't.
Yeah, because I have no idea how it feels. I have gotten soap in my dick hole. Have you ever gotten that?
I was going to say not that I remember, but I think that I'd remember it.
You would remember it.
Yeah.
It burns like hell.
Yeah. But no.
I don't know why it does. Because you would think... I mean, I guess it's like kind of getting like Germ-X on an open wound, kind of. Because, I mean, you're just exposing it to the inside of your body. Mm-hmm. But, dude, it hurts like hell. Because, like, the rest of that night, whenever I went to piss, it felt like I was getting stabbed in my dick hole.
That sounds fucking awful.
Yeah. And it's not good. So I cannot imagine how it feels rubbing hot sauce on your cooch.
I mean, I've heard of people like eating something spicy and then not like washing their hands.
Oh yeah, I've done that and I fucking picked my nose.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, I've never like pissed. I've never done that.
Yeah, because like I know like if you watch Hot Ones, he says 20 times an episode like don't rub your eyes or like watch that shit. Yeah. But goddamn, I cannot imagine how bad that would fucking hurt. Because, like, hot sauce, I mean, if it's hot enough, hot sauce just hurts eating. And your mouth should be used to just some dire situations. But I don't know. I mean, because that's a very savvy move. Because I'm always like, well, if you don't want to get someone pregnant, like, because when I first saw that, I was like, well, if you don't want to get someone pregnant, then just shoot it on them. But if he shoots it on them, then that's just a, just swipe it off her fucking shoulder and just go to town on herself. That's just it's really smart.
It's weird, though. It's a weird way of handling a situation.
You think there's a certain brand of hot sauce he uses? Why doesn't he flush them?
That's bad for the environment.
You know, like in movies, whenever, like, somebody's like, oh, you got the key, and I need it, and they just like,
yeah.
Can you imagine, like, as soon as Drake pops off the condom, he just ties it up? You're like, what the fuck? He's like, just in case. Did you say for the environment?
Yeah.
I think Drake gives a shit about the environment.
All celebrities
don't,
quote unquote, care about the environment.
If you've ever seen anybody on a private plane, they do not give a fuck about the environment.
We've had this conversation on here.
Yeah. Again, I love Leonardo DiCaprio to death, but the dude flies private everywhere.
Yeah.
He does not give a shit about the environment.
I love that argument, though. It's the easiest thing to just be like, I care so much, because there's just so much shit that you can't do for it. You're just like, I care so much, so I'll put a little bit of money towards it, and then everyone's like, what a hero.
Yeah, what a great fucking guy.
Yeah, it's just the easiest way to just, like, I won't litter.
Yeah, I like the stances that, like, you can't really combat. Like, that's non-controversial at all.
Yeah, you can't. No one's like, no, fuck the environment. Like, get rid of it.
Like, I'm not going to hand out petitions to stop the breeding of pandas.
Yeah.
You know? I just want to hear a very granted, I guess we have before.
Yeah.
I've heard, like, controversial takes on, like...
Like Eric Andre's, like, skit where it's like, can you sign this petition to kill the whales?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. Like, I want something that extreme to be serious.
I just... yeah, kind of is, I guess, depending on what part of the world you're in.
Yeah.
Again, South Park. I just think of the Japanese killing dolphins and whales. What are we talking about?
Drake, kinda.
Oh, yeah. Goddamn, we keep going off track on that one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they said he references his, I guess just not wanting to have a fucking kid in his songs, like Wasting Time with Brent Faiyaz. He says, gold medalist, flush the magnums just so they not collecting. My specimens, damn. Oh, I didn't see that comment because I was like, that was a weird spot. But, yeah, flush them.
Yeah, seems like a much easier way of dealing with the same situation.
Yeah, because I wonder if there's like a certain kind of hot sauce that he uses.
Would it be good or bad publicity? Publicity is always good. Like, just having your name out there always helps, I understand. But
if you're Frank's Red Hot, that goes along with your slogan fucking perfectly.
What is the slogan?
I put that shit on everything.
Yeah.
That goes perfect.
If you're a hot sauce company, do you reach out to Drake and be like, will you name drop us?
Yes.
I would.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. I fucking would. I would.
Yes.
If I had the money, I would start up a hot sauce company. It doesn't have to be good just because of that.
Yeah.
You're like, this is my fucking time.
Yeah. If I was Drake, I would also do the same thing. Like, if I had that much just, like, fame, then I would also message, like, Frank's Hot Sauce and be like, how much would you give me to name drop that it was yours? And then DM others and stuff like that. And just be like,
I don't know. You can't put yourself out there as a celebrity like that. Because, like, even Mia Khalifa exposed Drake for doing that.
Yeah.
What a stupid thing you did.
Sometimes it's better. Like, she probably got more clout from saying, oh, I didn't get with them, than saying that you did.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it is to the best of you to just, like, be like, oh, I rejected them. More than it is to be like, oh, I'm with them.
That's just such a douche move.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so, yeah. It was definitely just for fame.
Is douche the female equivalent, the male equivalent to bitch? Like how it's used. Not like what it means. Because, like, you don't really call females douches. Just like, because, like, I don't know, women take more offense to the word bitch.
Yeah.
And, like, to the point where some women kind of think it's, like, a slur on just women.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because, like, I don't really hear myself calling a woman a douche. Because when I think of a douche, I think of, like, a roided out, jacked up dude that wears, like, sunglasses inside. Mm-hmm. And has, like a Cuban link necklace on and a tank top.
I'm thinking of a fake.
John Jones?
Like a t-shirt with a Cuban link on it, not an actual one.
Oh, fuck.
That's a douche.
Yeah, that's rough. I know. Yeah, I was saying, I have a lot of reference points. I know a lot of douchebags.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, you just never hear... we need to, make that more of a regular thing.
What?
Calling women douches. Because a douche is a feminine term. Like, why are men called douches? That kind of seems nice. We're what cleans it up. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's you to catch on the way you think.
What would be your hot sauce of choice?
Cholula's. Cholula's is the goat. Cholula's is just the goat, so...
Yeah.
I think it's the best hot sauce. I don't know for that reason, but...
Overall, you think it's the best?
Yeah.
You cannot make, like... It's the best for, like, Mexican cuisine. Or anything very loosely Mexican. Like, if it has the term burrito, it could be anything, but if you have Cholula's on it, good. I'm assuming it would work just fine to kill kids.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, that's been Jammin with Kron Rex. That's me into that one.
We're not getting Cholula's as a sponsor. I can fucking guarantee that.